And Rick, the Rams look a lot different than they did 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl. They beat the Cowboys in that divisional round game, just ran all over them. C.J. Anderson had over 100 yards. Todd Gurley, really his last good game, he had over 100 yards. As a team, I think they rushed for 273 yards. They really rolled over the Cowboys. But they look like a different team than they did 2 years ago.
They don't only look like a different team, they are a different team. 17 games ago, they were in the Super Bowl. There are 11 starters gone from the group that lined up that day, including they had one of the greatest cornerback tandems of all time, and Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib. Those guys are gone. The Ndamukong Suh, all-decade defensive tackle, he's gone. Todd Gurley was the NFL MVP runner-up that year. He's gone. They missed a couple of offensive linemen. This is a more indicative Rams team is the one the Cowboys smoked last year when they put 41 points on them. In that game, the Cowboys had 200-yard rushers, and that's going to be the key. Who's going to run the ball better? The Rams are going to rely on a rookie, Cam Akers. Do you like him or do you like the Elliott Pollard package? And I'm interested to see how they split the workload up with Elliott and Pollard, because Elliott's, again, one of the highest paid running backs in football. You've got to give him his work. But when he's not getting his work, Pollard is, Elliott's off the field. And I'm not sure how that's going to settle with Zeke. He wants to contend for rushing titles. He wants the bulk of the carries. So I'm curious to see how Mike McCarthy is going to work Tony Pollard into the offense.
We got a look at the Rams on Hard Knocks, and I think we both agree that small look. It didn't live up to expectations of past Hard Knocks that we've seen. But one guy who played a part in it, and to me should have played a bigger part probably in Hard Knocks, was Aaron Donald. When you think of the Rams, you think of Aaron Donald. Again, has a chance to win Defensive Player of the Year. Just seems to win it every year or contend for it every year. He didn't win it last year, but he certainly could have. The Cowboys, to me, have a problem there with trying to block Aaron Donald, as every team does. But the key's going to have to be to get him blocked for the Cowboys to do anything on offense.
Yeah, and he was not really a factor when they were through here last November for that game. That's the soft part of the Cowboys offense. Frederick is gone. Connor Williams is over there. And they're not going to keep Donald locked in one place. They'll move him out. They'll give him some shots.
Get him away from Martin, yeah.
They'll give him some shots off, Cam at right tackle. They're going to move him around and give him the best chance to get the quarterback. But, yeah, the Cowboys have to stop him. Without Suh, he's the focus. 2 years ago in the playoffs, you had to block two great tackles. Now you got to block one. But if you can't block him, that'll be a problem. If you can block him, it should be a fairly easy day.
The Rams got Jared Goff signed to a long-term extension. The Cowboys didn't do that with Dak Prescott. And at the time, we all said, they've overpaid for Jared Goff. Now that looks like a great deal for Jared Goff. But I still don't put Jared Goff in that category of quarterbacks who scare me. Even though he started in the Super Bowl, I think he's still got to prove something to show that he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL to live up to that contract and that draft status.
He got the contract because he took a team to the Super Bowl. That's why he got the contract. He wasn't. I don't think he deserved to be the first overall pick of the draft, but it's a quarterback draft. You take the best guy at the time. He might have been the 10th, 12th, 15th best player in that particular draft, but they needed a quarterback. They're going back to L.A. They needed a California kid to face the franchise. But no, he is not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Drew Brees. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not one of the franchise quarterbacks, Tom Brady. He's not one of those guys. He needs a guy like Dak. He needs the cast around him. He needs Todd Gurley to be an NFL MVP, to be a dominant quarterback. Yet, he did throw for 4,600 yards last year with Gurley hobbling around, and Cooper Kupp basically is his number one receiver. He'll throw for yards, but is he a guy that you want to lump in the top 10 in the league financially? Yes. Ability? No.
No, agree with you.